Elijah Stacy, Norco, California. I'm 24.
Can you talk about what is Duchenne?
Yeah, so Duchenne is a fatal genetic muscle wasting disease. Patients are typically diagnosed when they're about 4 to 6 years old. They notice that they're falling to the floor frequently, they're walking on their toes. And then by the time their age is 9 through 12, they are completely dependent on a power wheelchair, so they lose the ability to walk. And then their teenage years, they start to lose their upper limb function. The worst part about the disease is, like I said, it is fatal. And that's because the diaphragm, muscles responsible for breathing, also decline, but also the heart, which is the #1 cause of death, which is called cardiomyopathy.
And what is like the lifespan?
25 years of age. We need big changes here in DMD. There is a great urgency with this disease, and that would probably be my #1 thing I want people to know. We don't have time to wait another 5-10 years for another drug to come out or something else to happen. We need to act today, right? Patients are in dire need today.
What goes through your mind when you think about that? Not only the urgency, but that there is this window.
I think it's concerning. I mean, I don't want to die. Like I said, there's so much I want to do still, and I don't think I have to die. I think that there's actually a choice now.
Why is this treatment so urgent? Why is it so urgent that people have access to this?
The reason this treatment is so important, that there's urgency with it, is because once patients get beyond a certain point, you can't save their heart. But if we get it to them now, we could save their heart, and that means life. That means years. That means decades. Mm-hmm. And that's quite frankly, it's a life situation.
Why were you not eligible for the treatment?
So I wasn't eligible for the treatment where Kai, my brother, was, is because I didn't have enough upper limb strength to pass the test to meet the inclusion criteria for the trial. The reason this is still important, though, is because it would still protect my heart. It would still benefit me greatly there. It'd still give me energy. It'd still give me strength there. But for a clinical setting, you have to have a certain kind of inclusion criteria, which is why Kai got in and I did not.
Essentially, this is a regulatory issue. Can you kind of explain, what's the inside baseball?
Yeah, so the FDA right now, we're going off of an endpoint for approval, which is upper limb function. But if you look at this drug, it was intended to treat the heart, which is more important. Cardiomyopathy is more important. If I can't use my arms, that's one thing. But if my heart is gone, then I'm gone. And so that's way more of a concern, and that's truly frightening, right? I try not to think about that. But the thing is now is that the FDA sponsored a study that was conducted at Vanderbilt by Dr. Jonathan Soslow, which shows what endpoints that we should look at associated with cardiomyopathy, and they saw that left ventricular ejection fraction was one of them. That if you keep that, then you'll probably keep the patient alive as well. And so we see with Demarcel that it is indeed maintaining that pretty well. That's why I'm here talking to you, because it's so important that we get that through.
Those are great results by this study that was supported by the FDA, funded by the FDA, right?
What was sponsored by the FDA showed that what we need to look at in terms of the natural history of what happens with patients with DMD in terms of the cardiomyopathy. So that gives us something to compare against and see what normally happens. So then if you compare that against the clinical data that Capricor has, you see that, oh, okay, this is actually making a difference compared to what normally happens in DMD patients. Well, I'd like the FDA to take the primary endpoint to be based off of cardiomyopathy, right? This is a drug that needs to be intended to treat cardiomyopathy, right? That's the real issue here. And we don't really have time to wait. I don't have time to wait. I'm 24, and as we said, the average lifespan is 25 in DMD. At my age, and it's what I've already seen, is decline in my heart.
And you speak so passionately about it, but you can't do it alone. You need people to help you, right?
Right, we need the DMD community, we need our senators, we need our congressmen, congresswomen, we need them all to get together and to make this happen. I'm just one voice, but we need many voices to get out there and to make this a reality. So I'll be very candid. My life moving forward, whether I live long or not, is in the hands of Washington, D.C. That's what's the reality. My life hangs in the balance right now based on if this drug gets approved or not. And so our regulators in D.C. have that power. And so again, asking President Trump, asking all those who want to make America healthy again, to work to get this approved so that my life isn't decided by people in Washington, D.C., but is decided by me and my doctor. This drug can save the hearts of patients, but it can also save the hearts of those who love them.